Back out here at the I-10 Shootout 2024 edition, live on Deportes Nation. Thanks for following us. Katy Independent School District Legacy Stadium. Alex Sparra, Norma Morales, and we welcome in now the president of the I-10 Shootout Board of Directors, Mr. Mike Wessel. First of all, Mike, how are you, sir? And happy Saturday.
Doing great. It's great to be out here. We've got good weather, and agreed. It's just having a blast watching some really good soccer out here.
Mike, this doesn't just come together overnight. I've seen you, and by the way, I don't know if you know it's Saturday. I don't know if you know you're talking to Alex.
It's been a bit of a slog, yeah.
But we thank you, literally, for working 365 to make this happen. Talk to us about the board and the organization that comes into making this a reality.
Yeah, so it's kind of standing on the shoulders of giants, really. This tournament started in 2006, and it was set up by the Katy High School coach as a way to get teams out here, get some preseason play in. But more importantly, the most important part of it is it's gathering up money that then gets redistributed as scholarships for graduating seniors from Katy ISD.
Look, let's talk about that one more time, because the emphasis at the end of the day is not the beautiful video board or the scoring at the end of the matches or who gets the trophies, although I do like those trophies, and we'll look at that shortly. But it is about the scholarships.
Exactly, yes.
The way we can all as a community help all these student athletes that are moving on.
Yeah, no, it's over the years it's progressed and gotten larger and whatnot, and we're grateful because we've brought on sponsors that give us money at the beginning, and it's just seed money for this tournament to get going. We sell merchandise to try to bolster that as well. But then the other big thing is all of our volunteers. We run this across 8 campuses for 3 days, and then on the last day we have 2 with the 2 stadiums, and we have volunteers run ticket sales and T-shirt sales and running the clock, and help referee hospitality rooms, and it's a huge endeavor that they really help us out
Mike,
with.
our society loves numbers, and you may not have them clearly. How many players participate? How many games do you run? You already mentioned 8 campuses?
8 campuses, yeah. So what we have is 8 campuses and 8 varsity teams per campus. So we have 64 varsity teams play. Wow. And it's even more than that in JV teams. I couldn't tell you how. It's thousands upon thousands of kids that play. And it's a slog. We go from 8. We start at 8 a.m. and the last game starts at 8 p.m. at all 8 campuses. And so we're out there 10 hours a day.
I promise I'll let Norma get a question in, but my last one for now is, we just saw and spoke to Coach Chris Davis.
Right.
The coaches are also part of this in many ways, right?
Yes, they are.
Now they have their own agenda because they're preparing their teams, but I'm sure they have to come together in some way as far as rules, as far as supporting the tournament.
Right. Yeah, so we follow basically Katy ISD rules. We obviously can't have Katy ISD teams play against each other in the brackets, but the coaches get together, they inform parents, and they get me volunteers at their schools. They help fill out time slots. They organize, the hospitality rooms and things like that. So they're great.
And Norma and I were doing valet parking a little bit a while ago, so that's all part of this. Miss Norma.
Yeah, and we were letting everyone know in regards to the tournament, if they didn't know. And what are some things that could help, if people are just learning about it, what can they do to help?
Well, obviously the biggest thing that we could get is the sponsorships at the beginning of the tournament. If you're interested in the sponsorship, all of the money gets redistributed as scholarships. Nobody's paid for this except for the referees that we have. We got to take care of those guys.
Right, exactly.
That's not your new Ferrari?
I wish.
Oh, okay.
I wish. No, I'm driving a 2011. But yeah, no, that's the best thing. But if you're part of a school here in Katy ISD, just get involved. We're getting more involved with the booster clubs and helping them. We get volunteers at the concession stands at each stadium, and that really helps us out.
And what is one of the furthest teams that have traveled here this year for the I-10 Shootout?
This year, let's see. I think we've got at least Fort Bend, Austin. We've got Westlake.
Okay, which is in Austin.
That's in Austin.
Yeah, okay.
They're our furthest this year, but we've had schools from Louisiana and Oklahoma come before.
Yeah, and it just gives people an idea of it's not just Katy, like we talk about Katy schools. It's all the way in the Houston area, but then also outside and going further out here in Texas. So
yeah, we're actually the largest high school tournament in the state.
Wow, then that's
and quality-wise, to me, the best. To be honest with you. All right, so now we've got although we mentioned it's not really about the trophies or the medals, but let's show the trophies and the medals. So what is this? Is this what the champions get?
Yes, so each bracket gets a trophy for the championship. You know, it's just a way for them to put it up in their trophy case and show that, you know, the hard work they've
Careful,
put in.
we may have to. Is the ref looking at us? Is the ref looking at us? They're letting us play on.
I think we're okay. But yeah, so each school gets this so that they can go take this home and commemorate how they've done. We also have our sponsorship banners, our bracket banners.
All right, so I'm going to hold that for you so you can show us more stuff. Yeah. But I also like the trophy.
Yeah, so this is an MVP medal that we give out to each team, because even we consider that even the team that got here and lost and didn't have a great day, they still had somebody that was their best contributor, most valuable player that they get to then honor, and we get a photo of them and we get put it up on our website.
Our Deportes Nation MVP is going to be Norma. She gets one this year.
Well, what I was going to say, this is the first time that Alex has ever held a trophy. So we've got to make sure, producer, that we've got a really good shot of that, because this is probably the only time.
Will they believe me that I won it? No. I stole it from Mike.
Exactly.
That's the only way I got it. Mike, I will give this back to you. I'm not worthy. Look, we want to thank you, first of all, for allowing us to have the access. We love doing this. We're always running around, but to me, and I've told this to Norma many years and to our audience, this is a celebration of women's sports and women's soccer in particular. So we're grateful to you. Again, how can people help if they want to be part of the scholarship process, of sponsorships, and this is year-round? They can start getting ready now for next year.
Absolutely. So obviously, I-10Shootout.org is our website. So if you're interested, you can visit there. You can email myself, president.I10shootout@gmail.com.
Give us your phone and your social security number.
Yeah, right.
And credit card.
But but if you get involved at the school level, that's a great start for it, because that's where we get all of our volunteers at the schools, and obviously sponsors are going to be the best help, but start with the school. Volunteer for your team at school.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, sir. Stay with us here as we say goodbye. So on behalf of Norma, on behalf of Mike, I'm Alex Sparra. As we continue our coverage, live the 2024 edition of the I-10 Shootout from the Katy Independent School District and this beautiful setting of Legacy Stadium.